praising God through the storm. Hey guys, it is Miranda. I am here bringing you the Midday Motivation for Pastor Derek. Again, thank you for joining us. Today, what I wanted to talk about is praising Him through the storm. As you know, Pastor Derek had an amazing message through with a downcast soul and through trauma and traumatic this past Sunday, and he's been walking with it through you guys or with you guys through his message this past Sunday. And I wanted to bring you a little bit a part of it, just like he discussed about having hope in God while we're going through a trauma situation, a traumatic situation, is when we go through certain situations, we praise him in the storm and we thank him for all of the little things just through for making it through the day. Um, I shared last night in Stronger Night during right before our prayer time. I spoke about what happened this past Tuesday with my family. As you all know, if you lived in Vermont and New York, we had a big nor'easter that hit, and because of the heavy wet snow, my family and multiple people, guys, there was over thousands of people, and some people still who don't have power. We actually lost power for 14 hours, and it was okay. It was like we got through it, but of course we were trying to keep a 12-year-old who had not been through a power outage that long before, especially in the winter, calm and entertained for that fact. And one thing that did happen though through it was I was able to teach my son about praising God through the storm. Like a literal storm was happening. And we all know this. Sometimes it's not just a physical storm, sometimes it's an emotional storm that we have to praise him through. And during this time, my son was like, God, I want the power back on. I need the power back on. And I said, instead of just asking him for what you want, I'm like, we need to do a proper prayer. Like we all know the prayer sandwich, which is praise, and then you have more truth in the middle spoken about what he's going to do, because you know God is going to do it in his perfect time and his perfect will, and then more praise at the end. And so I was trying to teach my son that, and I said, but let's look at what's going on, buddy. I'm like, let's praise him for everything we have right now. I said, we have blankets, and trust me, if you are a New England family, you have a collection of blankets. Like you have a basket full. I'm like each person in this house probably had 4 blankets to each person. That's how many blankets we have. And it was a good thing. Like I said, it was powers out, no heat. But anyway, we are perfectly warm, guys. Don't worry. But I said we have so many blankets. The night before, I made sure we had any food that we needed that in case we lost power. I said so. I had sandwich supplies. We had plenty of bottled water. I said let's praise him because we have a shelter over our head right now. And some people are in the storm and they don't have a good shelter. I said, let's just praise him that we're all together. I said, so it's just a beautiful thing to, if you're going through a storm and it might look bad outside, we now get to praise him for everything we have and how he protected us. And we made such amazing memories that day. We really did. Like it was getting late, power still wasn't on. We lost cell phone service. So we're like, all right, we're all going to the car. Once the roads got somewhat clear, we're like, we'll get in the car and we will go to town. And we got into town, we got cell phone service, we're charging our phones. We ordered two Stewart's pizzas, and while we're eating pizza, we're sitting in the Price Chopper parking lot, and we're literally getting to pray over the NYSEG and the power companies that were sitting in the parking lot ready to go back out on their they had done multiple shifts, as you know, and they were sitting there. So we're praying over them while we're eating pizza, and we're just rocking out to some old school rock and roll music, and we were just praising God for being able to be together and make that memory. And like I even told my son, I'm like, you're gonna look back and you're going to remember this day that when you were a kid, we lost power for pretty much all day, and you were able to enjoy family. And I said, and this will stick with you forever. I'm like, I'm going to remember this forever. I said, so look at the bright side of things. And when you guys are going through trials and tribulations, praise him for the littlest things. Praise him like, Lord, thank you for waking me up today. Thank you for the family that I have in my life. Thank you for the friends that I have in my life. Thank you for providing me a job that gives me money to be able to tithe my 10% and bless others as well as bless my family. Like, continue to constantly find the little things of where God is, because sometimes we get distracted by the lion's roar of the devil, which, you remember, he said he's a mocking lion. We had that video that go out, and Derek made a great quote about it. He's the mocking lion. And sometimes we hear the mocking lion so loud that we get we can't hear God, or see God where he is in the storm with us, because he's right there with us through the storm. He already has a way out. He already has the perfect answers. We just have to wait for them to come and trust that and know that they are coming. Because, like we said, we can look at Job. He had so much taken away, but at the same time, he knew either he's going to be it with God, or God was going to provide for him in the end. And he got tripled everything that he lost, and it was beautiful. So one thing, if I can say today, if you're going through something that's traumatic, pray and seek where God is in that situation, and see where, like Derek said in his message, where, you know, the traumatic situation might have happened, but it could have been 100 times worse, because God was there too. And just continue to pray on that, seek him, and he will show you right where he is in all of your situations. Okay, guys? So just, again, praise him through the storm. Look for those blessings. Look for the small blessings, just to keep going and give you strength. But like I said, if you ever need anything, guys, please reach out to Derek, reach out to me, Carrie, or Sean. If we can't help you with your situation, like, because I try to counsel people I know that I've worked with in the certain situations, so I can help them. We might know somebody who has been through the same situation that you're going through, and it can send you to them to give you wise counsel. So again, reach out to us. We want to love you guys and just continue to walk with you in God's loving grace. All right, guys. So I thank you again for watching our Midday Motivations. Be on the lookout for tomorrow, for Pastor Derek. And I hope you all have an amazing, blessed